See you in a bit. Cool. Hey guys, what's up? Okay, hold it. What's this?
DDR.
DDR for...
If we get bored, duh.
You gotta know that this is an anime club, right?
Duh. DDR.
Alright. Hi, is everything okay? Oh, we have a good crowd tonight. Alright, Braves, okay. What is this?
Duh. Poggy. In case we get hungry.
Whatever, go.
What we're going to basically sit here and discuss is that in light of Escaflowne being canceled on TV. But is it so much that Fox is lame, or is it that we're dealing with an anime that was too over, targeted for the wrong, I mean, Fox Kids, Escaflowne, Blood, Guts, Gore, Fox Kids. I mean, it's like, I'm sure a couple of the kids or parents were coming in going, hey, you know what?
No.
This is a little too much for you to be watching. What do you think, Max?
I don't know. Well, I heard that they pushed it so badly from the 26th that Fox was going to air 23 episodes. They were going to blend the episodes out.
But is Escaflowne being canceled? Is it something we as anime fans should worry about? I mean, all in all, were we happy with the Escaflowne about the fans about how it was done?
For me, I watched the first episode because I wanted, the first episode that they showed. And for me, that is a true R.E.C.C.A. I really am a very big known fan of people how they butcher everything. It wasn't too bad. And they stuck to the story script. They did skip the first episode of the original series, and I could see, okay, it didn't quite make too much sense to me, but my problem is I think that what they did is that they targeted the wrong audience. I think this one was much too serious to be for a Fox Kids one, with all the other animes that they had lined up on Fridays with that. I think it was much too serious for what they had on for kids. I think if they targeted a much more, like maybe teenager or something for that, they probably would have done a lot better. Maybe the short point in the ratings, but I think they did a pretty good job. It could have been a lot worse, except for some of the voices I just couldn't deal with. Like Dilandu and his henchmen. They're so good.
Dilandu is nuts and crazy.
He doesn't sound like a mad 8th grade girl.
That's right.
He doesn't sound like a man.
I'm gonna get you and your little dog too.
He was fun.
Can you believe they stuck us way out here in the middle of this corner here? I mean, how are we going to get recruits here if they can't see us here?
I totally hear you. Like, oh my God, what is up with this? Do you see anybody coming by?
Oh no, I mean, who was thinking this idea? What came with this idea?
Ladies, how's everything going today?
Fine. Great. Orderly Savoy. There's so many people coming by and like asking about our club.
Isn't this corner great?
Oh, it's fabulous. Did you think about this idea?
I thought it would be a fabulous location since it's so close to our room.
That's so explains
All right,
it.
well, you ladies keep up the good work.
Okay.
All right, we'll show them into the room, all right? Bye, guys.
Oh my God. Did you see that shirt
That,
the president was wearing?
that shirt was so
Shoujo.
shoujo.
And like, oh my God, I thought he was into
Hentai. Nay.
Dude, do you guys have like any ninja scroll that is like the sweetest anime ever? Do you?
It's got too much hentai in it.
It's got all that blood. And there's not even one cute guy in the whole thing.
It's all about shoujo.
Shoujo? So tell us more about this shoujo.
Well, there's this anime called Marmalade Boy.
Oh my gosh.
And there's this cute boy named
What about my ninja scroll? I like blood. I like hentai. Cute boys.
So now we have, and we've all seen Blue Sub-6. Okay, give me your first rundown of Blue Sub-6. What did you guys think?
I didn't like Zorndike's creations because to understand it, you absolutely have to watch it subtitled basically. Because 50% of the time you can't hear what they're saying.
For those of you who may have not seen Blue Sub-6, it's about a world where a evil scientist has used his own creations to make war with the last remaining humans on the planet. And he has flooded the planet using the polar ice caps, melting the polar ice caps, so that the world has become mostly ocean, with a few pieces of land or buildings that are above water. So now, after we've seen that, and he's talking about Zorndike, the evil scientist, and the creatures he had, which you couldn't understand. And that was one of my big pratfalls to it. I mean, yes, animation, as far as I'm concerned, great. The sub itself, Blue Sub-6, was, being able to see it move through the water and the fight scenes.
The animation was really good.
The animation was
I was
great.
really impressed. I was like, okay. So I really watched it, and afterwards I came out going, wow, that was really good. I was really surprised at how good it was.
But overall, I mean, yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, after seeing Blue Sub-6, did you have that same feeling that you had after watching Akira for the first time? After Akira, I watched it on the big screen, and I came out of Akira and I was drained. Physically drained. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I had that same with that.
And after Blue Sub-6, I had the same feeling, like, wow.
It's like one of those deep thought anime.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering how good it's going to do on Cartoon Network, because it's such a deep
You have to
one.
think.
But
it makes you think. It's like.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. So if we see Blue Sub-6 take off, as we've seen Escaflowne fail, I mean, is it just that, is it positive because we're going to make these people who think that, hey, a cartoon is a cartoon is a cartoon? Or are we going to actually have these people start realizing that anime is as vast as Hollywood is? Overall, on a scale of 1 to, 5? Let's go with 5. 1 to 5. What would you give Blue Sub-6? And give me a reason.
I'm gonna give it 3. And my reason is because for while I was watching it, I was starting to sympathize with Zorndike. But then at the end, his heart's gone, and he just turned crazy in my mind. I lost all my respect for him.
Owen?
I'd probably give it 3 because I like the animation, but I have to watch the last episode again because he's talking so serious and stuff, but it was so hard to hear his explanation for what he did to the earth and stuff.
I'd give it a 3.5. I thought that was a perfect blend of animation and the CG, but I thought it was a little kind of off with the story. I mean, that seems kind of extreme to get your point through with Zorndike doing that much.
Chris?
I give it about a 4 because I love the storyline, the animation, and the CG blend.
I did the CG blend is the best I've seen. There's some bad ones out there, not as good comes to mind, but I definitely thought the CG blend was great. I really enjoyed seeing how the ship could be a part of the water, and you didn't obviously go, oh man, it just didn't mesh, but yeah, I thought it was really good. And also too, the way the two characters fit inside the ship, and it didn't look like it was obviously two animated characters inside of a CG. It looked like it did.
I gave it a 2 because I've only seen the first episode.
Oh, okay.
So what I saw, I really liked because I've always been interested in movies where the world's pretty much canned, and whoever's left, it's like the survivor, and it looked pretty cool because submarines are cool too. So I liked it though.
Nishi-sama! No, I really liked it. I was kind of thinking, I'd probably give it about almost a 4 because I like the blend. I was really impressed at how well blended, because when I first came about computers, I'm all CG, I'm like, oh man, it's gonna suck, right? I'm all, oh, but it was really good. And what I thought was cool is when the ship turned over, it flipped up, and all the interactions between the different ships and the other ships, and you're seeing it come through the eyes. I was like, oh, that's pretty fly too. Totally reminded me of Sequest, but I was like, oh, it's still cool though. It was really nice, and I like the story. The only thing I had a problem with was the creations. You could not understand them. So I would still give it a 4 because of the way it was done.
Why am I here? Why am I tabling for this club? I'm not necessarily part of the club. Maybe. Anyway, let's see what's going on. There should be a piece of cake. Where'd my girls go? What are you doing? I have no idea. I don't know. The girls just went somewhere.
Well, it should be a pretty cake-eating day, so just hang out together, discuss anime. It'd be kind of cool, okay?
It reminds me back in the day when I was doing this for my uncle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's like, OG. Would you like to join our club?
OG anime, yeah, that's back when you guys were reading scripts and looking at the TV, right? You're doing this kind of stuff.
No, that's I was back in the day. I was lucky back in the day. I had to deal with dubs.
Oh, boys. There's the shoujo. There's something you really want to see. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, I just broke the entire concrete floor. Help me!
Excuse me, mister. Where's your contact your Sakura?
We don't have any little girl.
You suck!
Shut up! Oh, gee, thanks. Where the heck were you? Now, Mishi brings up a very good point. Sequest and
Sequest and
the
NGE.
Sequest ship is very similar to the one that we see in Blue Sub 6. Is the point where I'm going with this is that is anime not getting its due? I mean, are we seeing constant rip-offs of anime? And I mean, it is even said that Mr. Pulp Fiction himself, Quentin Tarantino, thank you, took a lot of his Pulp Fiction ideas from Japanese film and animation. And now I see on the Sin trailer, I see ADV on its first 2 trailers throwing down first a very cheesy CGI story, all CGI. It looks definitely like Reboot. And the second one is a live action anime. Anyway.
But seriously, it's like anime has had some influence. Whoever has seen the No Doubt video, Escaflowne? And what is the anime that Hype Williams borrowed from?
Isn't it Kite?
Yes. Kite.
Did he?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. He borrowed from Kite. So it's like, anime is making an impact on stuff. And movies have always based stuff on anime. I mean, what do you got? It's just like, how movies are being taken from TV or from cartoons or from,
Everybody borrows from everyone.
everyone borrows from everyone. So I'm fine with that, And animes, it's going to be taken. Because if it's a good story, why not bring it to another?
But is your
True, but my thing is this,
Giving
is
them
that,
due credit?
no, not so much due credit, I should rephrase. Are we, as anime fans, willing to branch out? I mean, obviously ADV wants us to branch out and look at the other things that they have to offer, this live action movie, CG,
Does that put the anime in the
I mean,
same-
do we as anime fans want to branch out?
I think that it's big, it's a big change, and some people fear change,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just sort of kind of scared to,
But
accept
is it a fear of change, or is it just not why we love anime? I mean, we love anime for a reason. We love it because it is multifaceted, because it is often deeper than Scooby-Doo. It's often deeper
Then the Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls, I'm sorry. The broccoli episode of Powerpuff Girls is fun. Anyway, but the thing about it is that I mean, is ADV right? I mean, if they think that we're gonna sit there and go, I mean, or even, are they thinking that, anime fans like anime because of, like in the early 80s, because of the sex and the violence? Because I'm telling you guys, after watching this, I was insulted. I was. I mean, okay, I bought Sin because I've heard good things about it, and I watched it, and it is kind of up there on the, it doesn't go very far. I mean, the depth is about a puddle, but but the thing about it is that it's good for what it was meant for.
Yes.
Action. But I was kind of insulted that, okay, here are the trailers that, since you bought Sin, we think you'd like this. And I'm looking at that, I wouldn't be caught dead watching that.
Well, you also gotta think ADV's got that one, that stone dude, Daimajin or whatever, that goes through the town. It's kind of like a live action, almost
Well, the
like
thing is with
Godzilla.
ADV is like they're trying to like branch out to other things. I know it's like they picked up indie films, they picked up other things. It's like, why not? I mean, ADV is like, should be able to open up and venture into other areas other than just anime. Sure, anime, yeah.
And that's their right as a company.
Well, and I'm cool with it. Victor let me see something, an indie film that ADV helped distribute, and I was cool with it. It's a cool, really eccentric indie film. It got great reviews at the Cannes Film Festival, but
that's a whole different thing.
But so it's fine, that ADV is doing stuff like that, And ADV just wants to promote what they're trying to distribute, and that's fine.
But we all love stuff out of anime. Like we all love like movies, or we watch other stuff. We get into other stuff just besides anime. We're not obsessed with it. But but is
Must have more.
But is it, are we going? It's not like we're saying, no, you can only sell anime, or would you try to market to me, or something like that.
Taste the power of Kira! No one can withstand the power of Cloud.
This is definitely an anime club.
Guys, I'm gonna throw you up there. All right, you got the glass cutters, right? Okay, we're going in there, getting all the anime. They've been hiding it, they've been hoarding it on us, man. We're getting it. We're getting it from them, all right? Here we go. All right, here we go. Come on. Human life! All right, we gotta think of something different. This isn't gonna work.
Okay.
Right, go ahead.
What I wanted to say was, I thought that when, like how ADV has like Reboot and they're trying to like break out CG kind of series, and then they thought that when I was watching Dinosaurs, that they try to mix the two and see if they work, like having animation and CG together. Since one wasn't working, and maybe the help from the other would make it boost it a little bit. But I didn't really like the show that much. But I was just wondering about that.
Dinosaurs.
That's anime. I saw it. I thought it was some kind of rip off of Transformers because all they showed was CG, and I saw the first 5 seconds.
Now you said the other day Transformers wasn't really the only Japanese animation aspect of it was the movie itself, right?
Yeah.
That it wasn't actually Japanese animation.
Well, actually, there is like a Transformers on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Generation 2.
But is the thing is too, is anime like fading out? Are they going to start doing all CG, or is it still going to be?
Well, the
same?
explanation from Japan is as follows: that there is a huge shortage of tree pulp. Tree pulp is what is needed to make cells. Cells are becoming more and more expensive, and it is more expensive, and it's expensive to clean off the cells and reuse them because you can't get them so clean that you're gonna start getting clouded. So the thing is that right now they have to mix CG and hand-drawn anime to be able to keep anime going.
Is the way that we've known anime is going to start dying?
And the way we know of anime, unless they start actually using my idea, which is hemp, and actually using hemp to make cells, it's just the way of the future. And that's why it makes me feel better about things like seeing something like Blue Sub 6 and seeing the mix of CG and anime, and that it was well done. What bothers me is seeing something like Nazca, which is a great storyline. When they see the big Inca thing come out of the sky, the big monument, and it's just ugly, grotesque, not even well thought of brick and massive texture, just and it just, that scares me, So yeah, I can. Where we're going with that is CG, good in some ways, bad in others, and we just gotta hope it.
See, the problem about CG is that the girls aren't cute like they are.
Lack of fan service. Thank you, Victor. No, seriously, you're right. You got a point.
It's cute. They look weird.
Yeah, it's yeah.
The only beef I have with CG is just the mouth. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to like big black dots talking as talking or stuff, but
Textures.
yeah, it's like just the way like CG people talk, I just can't get used to that.
Well, I think the bottom line is that our dollar speaks loudest. We will buy CG anime if we like it. If it's obviously something that we don't want, we're not going to buy it. So what am I supposed to do with all these Dragon Ball Z fans? I mean, they're always coming up to me asking me, hey Jason, you got Dragon Ball Z?
Jason, I don't know if you should show it DBZ at your club. DBZ, there's a reason why it's called Dragon Ball Z. Because DBZ is just really not the greatest anime out there. Sure, it's got a lot of action, but just dragged too long.
But it's got a lot of fans.
The DBZ fans are going to be quite weird.
But I need to get those fans in the club.
Oh wow, Dragon Ball Z. Hey, do you guys play a lot? Huh?
Do we show a lot of Dragon Ball Z? Yeah, we do.
Oh, go sign up, dude. Okay, thanks, see ya.
See? Nice young lady getting involved in anime. Dragon Ball Z is good. It's good for the club. But I need to get them in. I need to get them in the club.
Oh wow, Dragon Ball Z, this is like the best anime ever. Okay, watch. Who am I? Come on, tell me, who am I?
Trunks?
Right, Trunks. Do you guys watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z in the club?
No. Actually, we watch a lot of shoujo.
Actually, we show a lot of yaoi.